Boom Pals app, welcome back. And I have the Handy here, which I live in Florida and it's kind of, I don't want to give it a bad deal. So I'm kind of trying to figure out a way I can test this little guy to see if it works. But as you know, I like to test things to the extreme. On this box, I didn't see any type of heating, like square footage, what it would work with, but it is about 800 watts power. I think it compares itself to a 350 watt heater. So this little guy is little. I mean, it's not very big at all. But I have a, well, it says it's 46 degrees outside right now. I'm in my shop, which says it's 53 degrees and there's no heat in here. So I'm gonna test it during the daytime. Then I'll come back out and test it in the morning and see if I can get it to warm up in here a little bit. This is 720 square feet of workspace and clutter, but it is insulated. So it has a fair chance if it decides to try it. Looking around at all the different plugs I have available, this one probably is going to be the one that I'm going to be able to use. Of course, it makes all the other plugs useless if I decide to use it here. But my other options are over near the door, behind my TV, behind some other tools, behind some other stuff. It's probably, this is more in the center of the building and kind of blows out toward the middle of everything, but we'll see how it goes. Temperature is dropping outside a little bit. That's because I moved the thermometer to a shady spot. It tends to have a little bit of drama on the thermometer if it's in the sun, but it's 50 degrees inside, 44 outside. We'll hit it up and see what it's going to do. Now, when I originally plugged this in, it's upside down, and these are how my plugs go. And I was like, well, that's going to be a problem, but it's not, because they have installed a handy dandy little switch on the back where you can just rotate it the other way. But with it rotated the other way, now I have another problem. Conduit work sticks out too far, and doggone it, it's not going to plug in here, so I have to find another place. So my other place is underneath my TV, and it is on a corner of the building. So basically it's going to blow all the hot air toward the door. But what can I do? That's what I have to work with. There's a little light in there, that's not the elements. I'm going to unplug this just to make sure it doesn't get too hot. And it is nice and warm. I have it set at 90 degrees. I'm going to take it down to about 75 since it's really, what is 73? Since it's really cool in here right now. Let's see if it has any effect on it. The thermometer's going down to, the one outside is going down to 42. It's still 50 degrees inside. And it's 11, well actually 10:38. I'm going to turn off the light so there's no other ambient form of, and you can see it over there working away. Now outside the building, it's all in the shade except for this little corner up here. It's got a little bit of sun on it, but with the insulation, it doesn't really affect it. So I'm trying to give it a fair test, but we'll see. It's an hour later and there's a little bit more sun on the roof right up there. But that's all insulated, so it shouldn't really affect it. And it's hardly anything. 53 degrees, so it's a whole 3 degrees difference. I don't think this is gonna make much difference for anything but a bathroom. So, see if it's still blowing out hot air over here. Well, it is nice and warm right in the vicinity. That's it. Nice warm air. So Big areas? No. We'll try the small areas later. I did put it up a couple degrees, but keep it somewhere small, like a small office, small bathroom, something like that. Boom Pow Zap. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Stay tuned. I'll do a video on the little bathroom when it gets a little colder than this. Hopefully it'll get colder than this. It is Florida.